In 2025, the American political landscape is shifting in a way we haven't seen in decades. A new generation of leaders is stepping up. They're young, diverse, and deeply connected to their communities. What's different about them isn't just their age or background, it's how they approach public service. We're not talking about party lines or political rhetoric. We're talking about official roles, measurable actions, and direct engagement with the people they serve. From local city councils to state legislatures and even the federal government, their impact is being documented in public records, verified reports, and tangible community initiatives. Across the country, these young representatives are entering offices once held by career politicians for years. They bring with them fresh perspectives, a focus on practical governance, and a renewed commitment to civic responsibility. This isn't a political movement in the traditional sense. It's a fundamental change in how politics is done. One of the biggest changes is a shift toward issue-focused leadership. Instead of getting bogged down in party politics, many of these young leaders are zeroing in on specific, measurable problems. Their work isn't hidden. It's documented in legislative records, public hearings, and official press releases for everyone to see. Take housing, for example. We're seeing a wave of bills in state legislatures aimed at rent stabilization, eviction protections, and creating more affordable housing. In healthcare, public records show new initiatives to expand Medicaid, improve preventive care, and lower the cost of prescription drugs. Education is another key area. Legislative efforts are underway to better fund public schools, create scholarships, and tackle the student debt crisis head-on. And when it comes to labor rights, official votes and bills are pushing for higher minimum wages, stronger union protections, and safer workplaces. For instance, public records show state assembly members in New York and California have co-sponsored major housing bills. Federal representatives have proposed student debt relief measures in both 2023 and 2024. And documented public hearings reveal a serious engagement on reforming labor laws. This is politics in action, backed by facts. So how are these leaders connecting with people? They're meeting them where they are, online. Digital engagement has become a cornerstone of modern governance. According to a 2024 Pew Research study, over 60% of Americans aged 18 to 29 now get their political information from digital platforms like X, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And public officials are adapting. Virtual town halls, educational live streams, and online community forums are no longer the exception. They're the standard. This isn't just about posting updates. Verified digital engagement includes official statements, live-streamed committee hearings, and detailed policy explanations. This transforms politics from something that happens behind closed doors into an open, accessible public space. It allows citizens to interact directly with their representatives, ask tough questions, and track legislation as it happens in real time. It's a new era of transparency, and it's powered by technology. While national politics grabs the headlines, the most significant changes often happen at the local level. This is where policy becomes personal, where you can see and feel the impact of governance in your daily life. And young leaders are making their mark in local government. We're seeing verified examples all over the country. City councils are implementing new youth engagement programs, revitalizing urban areas, and upgrading local libraries and schools. On the housing front, local governments are introducing verified tenant protection programs and launching affordable housing projects right in their own communities. Think about your daily commute or a walk through your neighborhood. Budget allocations for safer public transit and improved neighborhood infrastructure are being publicly documented and passed by these new leaders. It's a powerful reminder that real, meaningful change often starts from the ground up, with dedicated individuals serving on city councils, and in state assemblies, making a measurable difference, one community at a time. This new wave of leadership isn't about pushing out the old guard. It's about collaboration. Legislative records show a fascinating trend. Younger and more experienced representatives are increasingly co-sponsoring bills, blending fresh ideas with veteran knowledge. This isn't just about finding common ground, it's about building better policy. The frameworks they're creating are more data-driven than ever, incorporating the latest economic, social, and environmental research to find what actually works. But the collaboration doesn't stop there. Citizens are being brought into the process through advisory boards and public feedback sessions, as verified in municipal and state records. This creates a feedback loop, ensuring that policies are not just smart, but also responsive to the real needs of the community. It's a shift toward a more practical, results-oriented style of governance, where the best idea wins, regardless of who it came from. If you look closely at the language being used in legislation today, you'll notice a change there too. The words and phrases appearing in official records reflect the evolving priorities of this new generation. We're seeing terms like economic development and fairness pop up in bills, signaling a focus on growth that benefits everyone, not just a select few. The phrase environmental sustainability is now a common fixture in policy documents, indicating a long-term approach to protecting our planet. Digital accountability is another key term, highlighting the need for transparency and responsibility in our increasingly online world. And perhaps most importantly, we see the phrase community-focused policy used again and again. These aren't just buzzwords. They are directly cited in bills, committee documents, and official statements. They are the building blocks of a new policy language, one that is grounded in the real-world concerns of citizens. Let's dig deeper into the economic and social policies being pursued. These aren't abstract ideas. They are documented, verifiable actions. In housing, state assembly records show concrete proposals to fund affordable housing projects and protect tenants' rights. In the world of work, publicly documented bills aim to strengthen unions, improve workplace safety, and ensure fair wages. On healthcare, we can find verified measures designed to expand insurance coverage and regulate the high cost of drugs. And on the environmental front, official government records show real funding being allocated for renewable energy infrastructure and green job training programs. Each of these policy areas demonstrates a clear focus on building a more equitable and sustainable society. All of this information is available in official government sources, offering a neutral, fact-based look at the policy priorities that are shaping our future. The influence of these young, diverse leaders isn't confined to American borders. What's happening here is inspiring civic engagement around the world. Academic and media reports have noted that the rise of youth participation in U.S. politics is motivating similar initiatives in countries like the United Kingdom and Germany. When government better reflects the diversity of its people, it strengthens democracy for everyone. This is a fact documented in public records and academic research. Furthermore, the outreach programs and educational initiatives led by these officials, all publicly recorded, demonstrate a powerful commitment to engaging with constituents from all backgrounds. This isn't just about politics, it's about building a more inclusive and representative society, and the positive effects of that are being felt on a global scale. It shows that when new voices are included in the conversation, it enriches the dialogue for everyone. At the heart of this entire shift is a renewed emphasis on civic participation. Modern governance is becoming less of a top-down decree and more of a collaborative effort. We see this in the rise of town halls, virtual Q&A sessions, and other events that allow citizens to actively participate in the political process. This isn't just about being heard, it's about being involved. Transparency is key. Publicly documented legislative votes and proposals give citizens the tools they need to hold their representatives accountable. At the same time, educational initiatives in schools and communities are promoting a greater awareness of civic rights and responsibilities from a young age. This approach is neutral, factual, and deeply motivational. It empowers everyday people to become part of the solution, fostering a culture of engagement where everyone has a stake in the outcome. It reminds us that a healthy democracy isn't a spectator sport. It requires our active participation. The rise of young leaders in American politics is not a story defined by controversy or partisan opinion. It is a story of measurable, verifiable public service, documented in official records for all to see. It's about a new approach to leadership, one that prioritizes community, collaboration, and data-driven results. By observing these trends, we gain a clearer understanding of how our communities, our government, and our own roles as citizens are evolving. This is just the beginning of the story. Across America, in city councils, state assemblies, and even our own classrooms, a new generation of leaders is stepping up. They're shaping the landscape of American governance. But their story doesn't just end with winning an election. The real measure of their impact is found in the policies they pass, the way they engage with us, and the long-term changes they bring to society. And the best part? We can track all of it through public records, official reports, and academic studies. Today, we're going to dive deep into how these young leaders are influencing policy, using digital tools to connect with citizens, and contributing to both local and global civic life. Let's start at the local level, where the changes are often most tangible. Young leaders are making a real, measurable difference in our communities. Take housing, for example. In various cities, local councils led by younger members have introduced new programs to protect tenants, increase affordable housing options, and revitalize urban areas. Town hall records confirm that these leaders are regularly meeting with students and community groups to hash out educational priorities. They're not just talking, they're acting. And what about public safety and transportation? City councils and local authorities have been allocating more funds for safer streets, better transit access, and infrastructure upgrades. All of these decisions are recorded in publicly available municipal reports, making them completely verifiable. We're also seeing new healthcare initiatives at the state and local levels. Government databases show programs designed to expand access to care, promote preventive medicine, and make healthcare more affordable. These are not just campaign promises. They are factual, documented changes happening right now in our communities. One of the biggest shifts with this new generation of leaders is how they communicate. They're leveraging digital platforms to bring a whole new level of transparency and accessibility to politics. Think about it. Platforms like X, Instagram, and YouTube, along with official government websites, allow us to follow legislative activity, check voting records, and read public statements in real time. It's all right at our fingertips. Recent studies from places like the Harvard Institute of Politics and the Pew Research Center show that over 60% of Americans between 18 and 29 get their political news online. Leaders are meeting them where they are. We're seeing a huge rise in virtual town halls, public Q&A sessions on social media, and live-streamed committee hearings. You can find records of these events on official channels. This constant digital connection means we can track decisions as they happen, ask questions directly, and hold our leaders accountable. It's creating a transparent, verifiable record of public service that was much harder to access just a decade ago. Beyond just being transparent, young leaders are actively championing civic education. They understand that a healthy democracy requires informed and engaged citizens. Verified records show them hosting events at schools, libraries, and community centers, where they break down complex legislative processes and encourage people to get involved. They're launching programs designed to boost voter registration and teach people about their civic rights, with results that are documented in both government and nonprofit reports. You might have even seen some of these initiatives in your own community, like mock legislatures for students, public forums on local issues, and educational campaigns about how government works. These programs aren't about pushing an agenda. They're about empowering people with knowledge. By making government less intimidating and more accessible, they're building a stronger foundation for civic participation for years to come. Now, let's talk about the economy. Young leaders are shaping economic policies that have a direct impact on our wallets and our communities. And again, we can trace these changes through public records. In workforce development, we're seeing state and local laws that strengthen minimum wage standards, improve workplace safety, and protect labor rights. Budget allocations for job training programs and apprenticeships are all publicly documented, showing a clear investment in the future of the workforce. On the housing front, verified funding initiatives are supporting new affordable housing projects and improving urban living conditions. These policies aren't just about short-term gains. They're about building resilient, thriving communities for the long haul. All of these actions are documented and focus on practical, measurable governance that you can see and verify for yourself. While most of their work is focused here at home, the influence of young American leaders is starting to be felt on a global scale. It's not about pushing specific policies on other countries, but about sharing innovative models for civic engagement. Academic reports show that international observers are paying close attention to youth-led civic programs in the U.S. communities. In other parts of the world are studying and adapting some of our local government engagement strategies. For example, ideas like participatory budgeting, where residents get a direct say in how public money is spent, and youth advisory boards, which give young people a formal role in governance, are gaining traction internationally. Global studies on democracy and civic participation are increasingly highlighting the importance of including diverse voices in government. This shows how the work happening in our own backyards has an educational and civic value that extends far beyond our national borders, inspiring new ways of thinking about community and governance worldwide. So, what does all of this mean for us, the citizens? It means our participation matters more than ever. This new wave of leadership is strengthening democracy by making information more accessible and creating more opportunities for us to engage. Verified town hall records show ordinary citizens asking tough questions and getting official responses. Publicly documented online sessions mean you can participate from your own home, ensuring that everyone's voice has a chance to be heard. The educational outreach happening in schools and libraries is equipping a new generation with the knowledge they need to understand our government structure, the voting process, and how to hold public officials accountable. This isn't about partisan politics. It's a neutral, fact-based approach that encourages all of us to be more involved in shaping our communities. When leaders are transparent and citizens are engaged, everyone wins. The story of young leaders in American politics isn't really about ideology or party lines. It's a story about documented public service, transparent governance, and measurable engagement with the people they represent. Their impact is clear in our communities, visible in public policy records, and reflected in the rising tide of citizen participation in civic life. As this new generation continues to serve, their influence will shape how our communities function, how we as citizens participate, and how governance itself adapts to the complex challenges of the modern world. Thank you for watching, and if you found this informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content.